All right, good afternoon. So the first thing I want to say is I am parked. I am stationary, safe in a parking lot, not driving. Doesn't matter whether my hands are on the wheel or not. All right, wanted to talk today a little bit about this thing called recoveryism, or the idea that my recovery is the only way to recover, or my recovery is the right way to recover. Or maybe even more important, this basic psychological theory or basic psychological truth, that would be a better way to say it, of expectancy theory or labeling theory. And this is this idea that if I put a label on somebody or I put an expectation on somebody, they're likely to live up to it. So, for example, in school, if I'm a teacher and I think I got a classroom full of knuckleheads and I kind of teach down to them and I expect them to fail, then they're more likely to fail. If I take that same group and I put higher expectations on them and I challenge them and I approach their problems through a different lens, through a lens of maybe they're not a problem, maybe I just need to be a better teacher and I need to find a way to engage them, then they're more likely to succeed. Simple stuff. If I tell you that you're likely to fail, you're likely to fail. If I tell you that you're likely to succeed, it increases the likelihood that you're going to succeed. In recovery, though, for whatever reason, in the behavioral health world, recovery, mental health, but especially recovery, we turn it into this kind of contest, this zero-sum game. You know, whose recovery is right? And we also say things to people like, if you don't do A, B, and C, you're definitely going to get high, which is essentially saying you're going to fail. And there's only one way to do it, and if you don't do it perfectly, well, you're done. I've had conversations with people. I had a situation where a person was in a rehab, and the professional staff at the rehab told him this. This didn't come from a self-help group, but the professional staff at the rehab told the wife, if your husband doesn't go to 90 meetings in 90 days, he's going to drink. Not he might drink, or it increases the likelihood that he could drink, or it will be better for him if he went to 90 meetings in 90 days. No, he's going to drink. And I had to clean that mess up and kind of meet with people and say, well, that's not really how it works. Here's the bottom line. Recovery comes in all kinds of different shapes and forms. And if you've been out there and you've been struggling and you've been told by people that you can't do it and you're just incapable of getting this recovery thing, or you didn't do this right, or you didn't work that right, or you didn't do exactly what we told you to do, so therefore you're destined to get high or you're destined to fail. I want to tell you that's 100% false. The one thing that you have to bring to the plate with recovery is perseverance. And heck, you know what? There are so many different pathways to recovery. Even the esteemed Bill Wilson said AA doesn't have it all figured out. 12-step is not the only way to recovery. That's the founder of Alcoholics Anonymous saying that. And I can get the citations and I can put quote after quote from Mr. Wilson where he talked about we don't have the monopoly on recovery. How in the world then did these treatment centers and these, and even recovery rooms themselves twist this into there's only one way to recover? It's tragic. Of course, 12-step recovery is a great way to recover, but you know what? So is smart recovery. So is celebrate recovery. So is going and seeing a therapist. You know what? I'm even cool if you figure it out on your own. If you figure out a way to do recovery on your own and you live a good life, heck yeah, that's wonderful. People talk about he's a dry drunk or he's a this or that because he didn't do this program or that program. Let me tell you something. I have never met anybody who was better off being in active addiction than having it put down. I had a problem with drugs. I no longer have a problem with drugs. That is a cause for celebration. Lift this process up. If there's any area where we need to cast a wide net, especially in today's culture, I don't know if you saw, but they're saying that the opioid epidemic is not likely to peak until 2024. And they don't even think that's a conservative estimate. It's likely to be longer than that. So we're in for at least 7 to 10 more years of destruction. It is time to shake our heads. Those of us who have anything to do with recovery, especially those professionals out there, anybody who's out there that, is preaching a one-size-fits-all solution, it's time to get over that. Who cares how Rich Jones got recovery? What matters is that this young man, this young girl, this, whatever age group, this person can find recovery too. That's all that matters. We want all comers. We want everybody in recovery to come join us. Everybody who needs recovery, come join us. And we want the families to come jump into this mix as well. The days of one size fits all, there's only one way to do this, they've got to be challenged. All right. Probably heard enough from me. Just thought I'd get that out of my head. Mission accomplished. Have a wonderful day.